Yeah. He's even though I did. Oh, good.
We used to play it every time we would.
Guys, let's make sure the balls get backed up. Get your sweats on.
not returned recently in the prep half anytime it's needed.
Hey, one here. Ross, keep an eye on your right. Thomas, you see him, Thomas. Thomas got him. Thomas has it. Thomas, if it goes, you release from that spot. And if it goes, you tuck in from that spot. Russ.
Yeah.
Sir, did either of you see it?
We'll just try to look at it.
Did you talk to the player?
Let me know if
I think we might be on now. Dangerous situation in the St. Albans box there. A little bit of controversy over whether a prep play got a little too close to the keeper there, but it looks like we're going to continue play without any calls. St. Albans prep working it down, and a big throw in.
Like I turned the volume up here.
Hamilton, don't touch it! Shield it out! That's us. No way that's No way!
Controversy over who is getting the throw here. Looks like it's going to go towards prep. Another big throw in here. See if they can work it back towards the middle. Headed, looks like it's going to work its way towards the net, just over the net. St. Albans goal kick. I believe that was Hugh Mullane with the header. He is known for those. They call him header here. Play has slowed down a little bit. It has, in that, it also has worked its way towards the middle a couple times in recent memory. Let's see, both teams working their way back towards that middle, getting ready for this goal kick. We'll see where this ball ends up. Prep heading it towards the middle of the field, going to be picked up by St. Albans player number 8, grabbed back by Quinn McBride losing it to a St. Albans player. St. Albans grabbing it back, working it towards this close side of the field here. Hamilton's here, expecting him, just grabbing it back. He's going to force the St. Albans kids towards the sidelines. Looks like quick fight here. Prep's going to grab possession. Buddy Brewer just missing that ball. St. Albans struggling to keep the prep kids off of it. Just going to work it towards the middle. Dangerous situation here. A little bit of a... almost reflected into the net off the back of the St. Albans player. Billy Bielke is going to have to... looks like that's going to be a trip from the keeper. I don't think he saw him coming. We'll have to see what the call is. Looks like St. Albans player snuck right back up on the prep keeper. A little bit of controversy over who led into who. Looks like the St. Albans players are whining in the midfield right now. It's not a pretty sight.
And TJ, that's a great point. I think the tensions are going to be heightened.
I mean, their mental from 2 of these last calls is about destroyed right now. So we'll see how that reflects in their play.
There's definitely been an exchange of profanity on the field, and there's a culmination.
A little handsy from number 8 on the St. Albans side. It's getting real chippy out here since these last 2 calls.
Yeah, there's definitely a brewing animosity right now.
2 players going to... St. Albans player looking for the trip call there. Don't really think he's going to get it. They're really being hungry for a possession here. Both teams struggling to keep the ball for more than a couple touches.
Yeah, we're seeing both Prep and St. Albans being extremely physical for this ball.
5 minutes into this half, they haven't got too much time left until the halftime. What do you think the teams are going to try to work on then?
at this point, the possession of each team is pretty even. Right now, it's just about getting that shot on goal. And there's been here and there, but no true shot on goal yet.
Both teams looking fairly sweaty. It has warmed up significantly since the earlier sporting events. Oh, it's going to come right towards us here. It's going to be a St. Albans throw-in. Works back towards their defense. I think that's a good strategy here, slowing it down. That's what the coaches are really going to try to focus on in the halftime here, is getting a solid possession, working around for a solid shot. Looks like it's going to be fought over towards the a lot of time in this prep side. Now, like since that last try in the offensive end there for prep, we haven't really seen a lot of action down in that end. See, this guy's big kick here from Bielke. Work towards the middle field. Brandon Boyle going for it. Can't quite get up high enough. Prep player and St. Albans player are going to work it out. We'll see who doesn't quite go out. It was going to under question whose side that was going to go off on, but worked up the side. They're really playing with fire here on that end line. St. Albans players, they've been working it back a lot towards their defenders, trying to get something set up rather than just going for it. Hamilton sat there, jumped for that ball, can't quite get it. J. Augustine and Hamilton sat there, both going for it. Looks like Joe Del Rocco is going to grab that ball, take a dive for it, but St. Albans is going to get it back towards one of their defenders. Jared is trying to sneak up behind number 11. Great slide tackle, worked that ball out, stopped the momentum on St. Albans side. That was a great tackle right there. Really by the book. St. Albans looking for a throw in towards the middle of the field. Both teams are really trying to get it towards the net here for a try. Big toss. Looks like a prep defender's going to head it off. Jared Augustine grabbing the ball. Off a St. Albans player. I don't think it's going to make it out. Hamilton Sathier is going to have to touch it out here. Another St. Albans throw in about the same spot it was last time. Looks like number 11 on the St. Albans side is taking a lot of the throw-ins here. Both teams, as we mentioned before, I don't think it was picked up, have really been tossing it far with these throw-ins here. A couple towards the prep end looked more like corner kicks and throw-ins, really getting to the middle of that field. And you can see both teams setting up for a longer toss. Moore, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, right now, St. Albans has control of this ball. We have not seen so much of the possession on the St. Albans side. It's all on prep. And let's just say they're feeling the pressure. But now it's
again, the prep taking a dangerous situation, really getting the momentum moving towards the St. Albans end. St. Albans kicker is going to move it up, but it looks like Prep's going to grab possession. Buddy Bear can't quite grab number 12 on the Prep side. Jay Augustine missing the kick. Looks like it's going to get St. Albans a try here. He's fell over, but great stop right off the ground here. Got right back up, working towards the middle field. Maybe a little too fast from Hamilton sat the area there. Prep couldn't quite keep possession. And now St. Albans is going to keep it up in the air, trying to work it down towards the Prep net. St. Albans working it back towards the middle of the field. Brandon Boyle, great stop there. They're going to fight for it up the sideline, bounce back and forth until St. Albans player grounds it forward. Nobody in that line of fire there to stop that ball. Kick towards number 7 on St. Albans side. It's going to go off his chest towards Jay Augustine. Jay Augustine working over the half, but St. Albans is right there to answer. Hamilton's at the area, going under a jumping St. Albans player's legs. Looks like it's going to be grounded up by a St. Albans player.
Yeah, right when you think someone has control of that ball and they're making a great possession, it just clears right back to midfield.
Well, Leroy, if you think about it, it is a little bit colder temperature. That ball is going to be harder. The field's going to be bouncing stiff. So it's really unpredictable how this ball is going to play out every time.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tim. I would definitely say the transition from a grass field to a turf field is very different, and yeah, that ball comes off much different off that ground.
Especially on this Bermuda grass. I mean, the football teams have been practicing here, so it's really been worked recently. Really padded down, so it's a really stiff field. I can't imagine how the defenders are sliding on this. Ball worked towards Prep's the St. Albans box. Little bit of a sticky situation, but worked out. Bounced over a Prep defender's head. Tussiford, he's going to shield it. Oh, gee, worked off Prep Boyd. Looks like it's going to bounce out. Kept in by St. Albans player. Really dangerous situation. Brandon Bielke can't keep on that ball. Prep defender managed to work it out, help him out. But it looks like he's going to go down in the process. Not quite sure what happened there. Couldn't exactly see. But See if he can get back up. Coaches might have to come on the field for this one. Can't quite see who that is or what's wrong, but we'll see how looks like we've got the trainer on the field here, stoppage of play. What do you think will happen right there?
Yeah, by one of those St. Albans players right over the head of defender Hugh Mullane. And Hugh Mullane did great to box out, and ultimately Brendan Baroki, that goalie, did a great job to play some great defense and stop that play.
Yeah, it's hard in with these cold temperatures we mentioned. His hands must be cold. He hasn't gotten a lot of action down there. Ball's barely been shot. It's really hard to get your hands on a ball when your hands are that cold and the ball's that stiff. So corner kick here from the St. Albans side. Looks like a stoppage of play. Going to have to retake the kick. Maybe they ran in a little too soon. Not quite sure. Looks like the second attempt is coming here. Players bunched up at the top of the box. Big kick. This one is centering a little bit more than the last one, but it looks like it was headed out by a prep player there. Another corner kick here from the opposite side by St. Albans. We'll see how this one ends up. Both teams doing their best to score a goal here. Still scoreless towards the end of the first half. Another corner kick here. Third from the St. Albans side, I believe. Playing a lot closer in than this last one. Could be something to do with the player's dominant foot. Looks like it's going to work a little bit lower than last time. I think that St. Albans defender is a lot stronger on the left side of the field here with that corner kick. A lot higher, a lot more centered than these two on the far side, which weren't as great. So that's something that the prep team's going to have to think about going into these next ones. And you can see that they did move in a little bit closer. And so I think the coaches are thinking that as well.
Yeah, and I would definitely say these prep defenders are getting worked right now. They are experiencing a lot of hardships on this side of the ball. They're working hard to keep these plays alive and to save their plays.
If you look at the prep setup here, to me it looks like they're playing a 3-3-2. I think that's good. And so they're really playing towards the back here. Really well-rounded defense, but they are sacrificing some of these drives with less options moving up the field. Prep's really going to look for something like a corner kick here to get a good try-in, because it's really hard to move those defenders close to the top. Augustin grabbing the ball, moving back up towards the edge of the field. Doesn't have a target to get it to. St. Albans working back towards the defenders. Brandon Boyle is there to answer, or just goes past Hugh Mullane. Jordan Rocca trying to grab the ball for the prep side. Just misses it. It's going to go off Nico Jordan towards the sideline. So it looks like a St. Albans throwing. Looks like number 25 in the St. Albans bench is coming in here. Let's see who he comes out for. Yeah, that was good. St. Albans throwing here, taking on that far side.
And we have the prep defense, the big four: Joe Morales, Jay Augustin, Hugh Mullane, Hamilton Sateri. These players are getting constant action on this side of the ball. Let's see if they can keep up that stamina. It hasn't even gotten to the first half yet.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Hamilton Sateri looks like he's been subbed out for number 6 on the prep side. Can't quite remember a name there. It's hard to tell with some of these players Max on, but Jay Augustin, big kick. Ooh, can't quite grab it with his the front of his foot there, and so St. Albans player's going to pick it up, fight for the ball, perhaps going to keep possession. I think it's going to be worked back towards Jay Augustin, working a little bit more successfully up the sideline this time. Brandon Boyle, a good header, but it looks like it's going to be worked out. Let's see if, just saved by a St. Albans player, but it's going to go towards the prep side in the throne here. Let's see who takes this throw. One of those stoppages play as we get the ball. John Morales taking the throne, work up to Hugh Mullane. Hugh Mullane getting the ball right towards his lower region, but it's that's St. Albans calling for a handball, but not going to be called here. Don't think it was intentional or distinct enough to call that. Ooh, trip towards the middle of the field there. They are going to call that one, and that's a really well-centered ball for the prep side here. This is going to be a great opportunity from the prep side to score. Let's see who takes the kick here. It's looking like Hugh Mullane might grab it. I think this is I can't remember if this is one of the kicks where we have to touch it first or they can shoot it straight in, but we'll see. St. Albans players forming what looks like a four-man wall towards the middle here, so they are expecting a shot here.
Yeah, and I would be interested to see if they're going to go for a straight shot or a pass out to the corners.
We'll have to see how that comes out. Looks like number 13 on the St. Albans side is setting up that wall, trying to get that angle just right. But we'll see how this goes. He's got to move out of the way for this kick here. It's really crowding our Hugh Mullane here. Quinn McBride here. Give him a little bit of room, man. Big kick here from Quinn McBride. Right over. Ooh, a little too high there. It's hard. Not a lot of great opportunities to kick like that, so it's a little. Got to warm that up. Goal kick from St. Albans side here. Less than 5 left in this first half. Still scoreless. Still very low shots.
Yeah, and that was a very difficult shot to pull off by Quinn McBride. He had a great effort. It's just really tough. From that distance and the wind swirling right now, it's very hard. But like we've seen, with every touch on the ball, it's been extremely physical. They're all over the place. So, like you said, Tim, at the start of the half, it's been extremely chippy. So I'd like to see how this progresses as we go into the second half.
Quinn McBride heading the ball, worked back towards the St. Albans player, heading it back towards the middle. Looks like Nico Jordan working up that left side of the field. Gonna sneak its way down towards the St. Albans corner, but they're gonna try to go out. No, they're gonna kick it towards the sideline, prep throw in here with less than 5 left in the first half. You can imagine that both teams are trying to get on the scoreboard, give themselves a little bit of momentum, a little bit of energy going into that second half. Zach, because let me tell you, when you're playing a game like this, the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of each half are the most crucial times.
You hit that right on the head. Prep is really trying to set something up to score. It's been so tough. The defenses have been great on both sides.
Both teams are starting to slow down, which does give the offense a little more room to work the ball around. The defenders can't quite get there, can't quite stay on their man as aggressively as they had towards the beginning of that half. Big throw-in. Taken again by Joe Morales, missed by prep player. Looks like it's reflected off Brandon Boyle. St. Albans player can't quite grab that kick. Quinn McBride, just try. St. Albans player, number 4, barely grabs that block, but that could have been a really nice shot from Quinn McBride had there not been a defender there.
Yeah, and that was a great play again by the St. Albans defender. If he was not there to stop that ball, that would have been a stellar shot on goal, and that could have gone in.
That really could have been a deciding factor in this game. But like I said, we've really seen a couple good tries here from both sides, but Prep's really been dominant in this last little stretch. Center. We can't keep it. Prep could shoot this. No! Just worked out by a St. Albans player. Can't quite get that. The defender managed to back up the goalie. St. Albans going for a try now. Lot of entropy here. A lot of movement. See if Brendan Bielke just manages to sneak that ball away from the St. Albans defender. They're really moving it here. Both teams spreading out their team, trying to get a last little ditch effort in this half. Don't think we're getting any extra time here. So I'm looking at maybe a minute and a half left in this half.
Yeah, and another great clear by that St. Albans defender.
That's looking like a halftime call for us, though. Zach, what do you think? What do you think was the biggest? Was going to be the biggest point at halftime here for both teams to work on?
I honestly think right now, Tim, is going to be the possession factor. It seems like a lot of.
Sorry, that was not the halftime. It looks like it's a foul here. A little bit more action going into the halftime. Looking for a big shot here. Quinn McBride again on that kick. He took the last one, so we're hoping he's a little more warmed up. Working towards the middle with that left foot. Going about towards that. That looks like could have snuck out on the goalie, but I don't know if the ref saw it. Just kept in by the St. Albans keeper. He's going to punt that. I'm going to say, Zach, they're looking for a big kick here, trying to get a lucky break towards the prep half. No, that is the halftime whistle. Let's resume our conversation now about what we think is going to happen in this halftime.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that possession factor. The thing that distinguishes a high school team from a top college team is the control on the ball. Right now, everything is very chaotic on the field. Defenses have been great on both teams. The ball's flying around everywhere. Prep needs to be able to take that ball, settle down, get a couple touches here and there, and set up for a great shot on goal. They really have to control that ball.
You know, it's so early in the season, Zach. I don't know if they have that chemistry built up that you need to really work the ball around like that. So we'll see going into the later weeks if they're able to slow it down, get a more methodical play going. But right now, we've got a lot of action on both ends of the field. This is a really close game. Could go either way.
Yeah, and that's definitely great. That's a great point, Tim. And especially with how physical it is right now, that's very tough. I would think that right now, when it's like that, this is really where the seniors of this team have to shine through and be the leaders.
They got to keep that momentum going into the last half, and we'll see how this game rounds out here. Both teams going to go in for a little bit of a talk. I think, Zach, we will catch back up with everyone going into the next half here. So we will catch you guys in this next half.
Check 1, 2. Mike, we are starting the second half of the Prep versus St. Albans soccer game.
Wait, it's not going to show me here. We won't win this.
Tried to switch. Ball was cleared immediately to St. Albans goalie. McBride chases after the goal to apply some pressure on him. Ball is called out on the right sideline, going for a throw-in. Joe Morales took the throw-in. Ball is cleared to midfield. Jay Augustin on the defense. St. Albans takes it down the prep side. Ball is called out. Should be a goal kick. Nico Jordan on the defense there. Ben Balki's starting in the second half now, taking the goal kick. Big kick by Brennan, past midfield. Good work by Ronald Benicio. Brad clears it in. Good save by the St. Albans goalie. Tosses it out right. That's great defense by Joey Raza.
No, wide.
Back here with second half just started out here. Working its way down towards the prep end here. Kicked back up by Joe Morales. Cross shot by Joe. Number 24 from prep here. Ronald Benicio. Ronald's going to grab this ball. Try to get it. Great move. He made a kick. Just made it. Great shot on goal there. Power there. Snuck it past a couple of defenders there. Yeah, great save by that St. Albans goal. That ball was coming in hot. One of the best shots we've seen from prep here early off in the half. It's a great sign of things to come. That looks like Joe DeRock. Grant DeRocca is grabbing this ball here. Jerry Gustin coming up behind him, giving some help. Quinn McBride to Ronald. Ronald, another big. Oh, wow! No, he's going to the pass. Number 6 is going to just couldn't make it over the goalkeeper's hands. And that was a great shot on goal by Parsons. Yeah, he's been good already in this half. So we've seen a lot of 2 great tries from Prep already. Joe Raza, Nico Jordan on the defense now. Joe Raza grabbing that ball. Joe Raza knocking that with his head towards Nico Jordan. Nico Jordan not touching that ball. Looks like it's going out for the St. Albans side. No, St. Albans ball. I don't know about that one. Kimberly for the ball. St. Albans player. Oh, Joe Raza diving with his head to keep that ball from crossing the middle. Great effort play there. Unbelievable defensive play by Jay. Body on the line for this ball. Jay dove after that shot and blocked it out. That was crucial. But that is going to end up being a St. Albans corner kick. And now, if we mentioned, this is that kicker's weaker side. So we'll have to see if he can really get that ball up in the air or if he's going to struggle like he did on the last 2 from the finger. That's a good point, Tim. And I'm looking to really see the physicality of these players on this corner kick. When they're all bunched in here, it's already been chippy. They're pushing each other around. Let's see how they do. Running in, looks like it's going to be a little high. Like Cole mentioned, it is his weaker side, but a big kick trying to come in. Great block. The block of Brandon. Now Parsons is grabbing the ball. He's going to get caught by the defender, and it's going to be worked out. Looks like it's staying in, worked up towards the prep defenders. Team Lane getting that back towards DeRoca. Brandon Boyd grabbing the ball now. Going to try to do something. Lot of contention over there. Should try to cross this one, but he's going to work it down the sideline. Jay Gusson coming up to give him backup, but he's not going to be able to get his feet on the ball. St. Albans working it up. It's a 2-on-4 right now, and it looks like
That was great defense by Joe Morales
is going to kick it out here to stop the play.
Joe showing great leadership in this game.
Yeah, Prep really coming out strong here in this first half. Working it down towards that corner. St. Albans is going to try to run this one out, but it's going to be a throwing, it looks like, from them all the way back on their defensive end. So it's going to be hard for them to work this up from that position.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable play by that St. Albans guy. He should have stopped that ball and punted it back down. Now they were throwing where Prep could take advantage of that and set up a nice shot on goal.
If you think about it, he is in a sticky situation there. His best bet was to let that go down the goal line, but it didn't quite get there. If he tries to turn, I think we had a great chance with one of our own players right behind him.
Another throw-in.
Another throw-in. A lot of those so far in this game. Just going to sneak over the head of number 13 on the St. Albans side. Going to overshoot that kick a little, but let's see if the Prep goalie, Brian Bianchi, can just barely get that before attacking gets there to put a shot on net. He's looking to set up a big kick here towards one of his midfielders. A little bit of an awkward bounce there. And that's right over the head of St. Albans number 14. A little high kick there from Parsons. Let's see here. Hugh Lane contending the ball. Going to sneak past him. Jay Gusson working back towards Brendan Bianchi in net. We'll see. Slowing down the pace a little bit here, trying to get their players in position. Big kick from Bianchi down the middle. St. Albans player number 10, it looks like he's going to head that. But Joe Raza is going to work it out to Ronald here on the Prep side. Ronald's going to try to work it towards the middle. He's really got that footwork.
Yeah.
But he's going to lose the ball to a defender. Prep's going to keep possession though and give it a long ball to Brandon Boyle on the sideline there. He's going to struggle to keep possession as it moved a little bit slower than he would have liked, and he had to contend it. But it is going to go out on the for a Prep throw-in here. And they're in a good spot here. If they can get a big throw and a lucky bounce towards that net, it could be a really great look for the Prep side. Joe Morales taking yet another throw. Him and Jay Augustine are trading these off, but Joe Morales is taking a lot of these longer ones here in the offensive zone. Can't quite make something happen here, but a fight breaks out over the ball. No, it's trapped in the legs of a St. Albans player. It's going to be freed out. Jumping block here from the St. Albans defender, and will kick and it will be grounded out in about the same spot for another Prep throw. Players moving back. Both teams, St. Albans knows that Prep is really trying to get a longer ball here for a lucky break. But with both teams really playing close together, it's hard to get a solid hit towards that net. Header grounded right towards St. Albans player here from Joe Morales. Looks like it's going to be bounced off of Joe Raza. Great to Rocket. Can't quite get to the ball. Nico Jordan walking into a Joe Raza. Joe Raza and Nico. Nico to Parsons. Can't quite make that. Ronald barely getting ball. Quinn Bride's in a great spot for a shot. That could go in. Early in the first half. A little bit. I think the St. Albans defense just lost track of the ball there. Ronald was able to
Hit the ball up, right? All it takes is one simple clearance.
Ronald was able to sneak it in here for a goal, or a good lead on the Prep side. Now they're really going to be looking to drop back and keep this early lead. Like I said, like I mentioned to you earlier, Zach, this game, both teams had the opportunity to prove in the first 35 that they have a solid defense. Now in the second half, it's really about finding a chink in the other team's armor.
Yeah, and I really could have called Ronald scoring that ball. He was exhibiting great plays off that ball, and he earned that goal.
With the way that this has been going, though, it's really, it could go either way because both teams have gone really fast drives. They almost sped up since the first half, Zach. Like I mentioned, St. Albans player going down. Could be a call here
Yeah, looks like Quinn McBride got physical, maybe lowered the elbow into the St. Albans player.
Yeah, he's a big guy. It's hard to keep track when you got all the.
We have Quinn McBride, a lacrosse player committed to Navy. He is a big, strong guy. He is going to be physical. And just like on the soccer team, we have a couple D1 lacrosse commits. These guys are going to be big and physical. They are not going to let up. And he is showing great plays on and off the ball.
St. Albans number 4 is able to walk himself off the field. Coach is looking for a call. Don't think there's anything really there to call it on, but it is going to be a kick here for the St. Albans side, right in the middle of the field. Don't quite think they're in range for a goal, but we'll have to see if they can get a good try. And both teams lining up at the top of the box. St. Albans can't go off sides here, but the two midfielders are going to run in with the ball. Got a second time real kick here. Grounded out right in front of the players. Prep's going to sneak it back out. Brandon Boyle's going to try to get to it. Tripped. Ooh. Not happy about that. Look at all those players lying. Yelling at the ref is not going to get that play call changed, guys. Let's read.
Now this is going to be interesting. We see the ref here. He seems a little timid by the young teenagers. They're getting right in his face. I would not take that, Tim.
He has not let up yet. He is keeping his calls down on the line, so we'll have to see how this continues.
Yeah, he is keeping his cool. There are probably 6 St. Albans guys swamping him.
Let's see if the St. Albans kids can do the same.
Hey, what are you doing?
Good. Looks like it's going to be a punt. Quinn McBride tried to sneak something in, but a little bit of a weaker one here. It's going to bounce towards midfield. Ronald heading up towards the St. Albans player. St. Albans player working it back towards where Brandon Boyle is. Brandon Boyle and Ronald tag teaming that to get the ball back. He's really been great so far. He's really good. A goal and a couple great moves from him. Looks like it's going to bounce out unless the St. Albans player can keep it in. Number 23. Will Parsons, great dive. Going to ground it out, lose that momentum. But it is going to be a St. Albans throw. Number 23 taking that. 21's taking that. Pardon me. Back towards the defender. A little throw there. They try to slow us down. Quinn McBride working for. Could have blocked that, but it would have gone out. So it's a good choice there for him to dodge out of the way of that. Brandon Boyle just worried about Ronald getting blocked off the ball. A little bit of a physical play there from the St. Albans side. Looks like they're going to get a good play. He may lose track of the ball. Yeah, that's Humane right there to the defender. St. Albans guy tried to land a hit on him. Humane's going to U-turn for the cross. You're not going to take that guy down. He is not taking no. 6'3" on muscle. You are not getting through him. Oh, just walked into that middle field here. Big kick from St. Albans player. Joe Gustin, another great header to get it out of that defensive area. He's been really putting his body on the line for this defense. Yeah, Jay, one of those senior leaders showing through in the second half. He's been great. You know, we've got 3 or 4 seniors out here on the field right now, but a lot of these players are actually underclassmen. And some juniors too, but it's a young team. And so it's going to be really exciting in the next couple of years to see how they step up and lead. But we do have such a strong core of senior leaders out here right now. Especially, as we mentioned back here on our defense, almost entirely made up of seniors. And so that's really where we're seeing a lot of our strength.
And we're almost seeing a transition from the first half to the second half. It seemed like St. Albans was on the control of the possessions for the first half, and now it seems like Prep's dominating the side of the ball.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened in the first half. Prep came out really strong, but as it slowed down, St. Albans got a couple more tries in. We'll have to see if that keeps up. As I mentioned, Prep is on the scoreboard right now, but St. Albans still has not found the back of the net. So we'll have to see if Prep really wants to go and risk it for another one to put themselves up 2, or if they're going to try to play real safe.
And I think that goal was crucial for Prep's strategy. Now with that goal, with that good lead, they can sit back, relax, gather themselves, and focus on what they want to do. They can calm down a little bit with that extra goal, and that's going to be really big.
Especially with the mental of some of these children, frankly children, on the side. I think that is
good call by Brennan, making that save. Should be looking for a big punt over midfield.
They're really working there to just keep it out of the Prep half as much as possible.
And this is where you see it again. Running that goal. Really being patient with that ball. Yeah. Looking at his options and creating the pass midfield.
Picking up the ball. This is actually a good try. It looks like Gavin Ortiz picking up the ball towards that corner there. Let's see if St. Albans chooses to ground it out. Ooh, that could be a trip there. I would call that if I were the ref. Yeah, that's going to be a card. Card on number 23, Gavin Ortiz. A little bit of a back kick there. St. Albans players finally getting a call that they want, but we'll see how that plays out. It's really back towards that.
Chris, you don't have time. Let's go. Amari, stay on the field. Just stay there.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. Looks like we're going to need a substitution for the St. Albans side. A little, possibly an injury off that slide tackle towards the back there. That's two St. Albans players on injury right now, and so that's going to hurt them, losing a couple of their starters like that. But as I mentioned, it is getting a little chippy here. Both teams have taken some rough hits, so a little worse for wear on both sides. If you look, the prep bench is a little bit deeper than the St. Albans, and so going into this, it could help them out. As much as I hate to say it, to have a couple more players off the field.
The St. Albans coach going over the left.
We've got Evan Diabald here. He ran in today's cross-country event. Evan, do you want to give us a quick
I didn't see much, but I saw a slide tackle and then I saw a body around.
Why don't you give us a summary of how the cross-country?
Oh, I mean, it was great, man. You know, it was great to be back out on the golf course running again. You know, and Sean and I came home with a victory. So
Came home in first. Great time here. Me and Zach were there to watch that early in the morning. But as number 21 on the St. Albans side makes it off, we're going to resume play here with a goal kick from St. Albans. Kick towards the midfield. Doesn't get as much height. Angus McAllister with the header. Big Bessie on the field now. Look at those legs. He really got that extension, moving real fast, getting real physical.
You've got to play the ball. You've got to play the ball. You can't.
Looks like he's going to be a throw-in here from the St. Albans side. Work towards the corner. Bounce off the St. Albans player. Probably going to be a goal kick here. Need a couple looking for an offsides call with some of these players here. But that ref on the far side is confident about his line. So, that will be a corner kick. We'll see. It takes a number 11 once again from his weaker side on these corner kicks, taking this kick. Possibly after this kick. Number 11, I'm guessing he's a righty, and that's what's happening here. Because you've really got to take it with your left here when you're making that kick.
That's definitely an awkward shot.
Yeah, it's got to be. Ref stopping play here. Something's wrong with the setup going on. Nope, gonna resume play. Looks like both teams are saying right that St. Albans really trying to get a lucky break here to even up the score. If Prep can stop this, that's a really big break here. Nico Jordan working it back up, working it towards the midfield. Angus McAllister caught behind the St. Albans player. Gavin Ortiz missing the ball. It's gonna work back right towards that corner. Nico Jordan's gonna ground it out and give Prep time to get back in. No, this is not looking like a great situation in Prep. A couple dangerous kicks here. Another long throw, and probably going to come here from the St. Albans side, working towards the middle of that field.
Yeah, that's right. Well, right now we see the ball working back in St. Albans' favor. They're getting some good touches on the ball, and Prep's defense is staying strong, but they ultimately got to get that ball back on the offense.
Here we go, big throw towards the middle. Jay Augustin, another header. He's really coming from his namesake here. Looks like once again another throw-in for the St. Albans side. Both teams spreading out a little more in this one. Big throw-in towards the middle. We'll see who gets this. Hugh Mullane, big header. Another header. Ball staying up in the air here. Oh! Huge save from Brandon He diving, just tipping that off the side. What athleticism shown there, but that is going to give St. Albans a try at the corner. Couple tries from St. Albans here. Perhaps we're really going to try to kill the momentum and get this in the other half here, but they've been in this defensive zone for a while. It's something's bound to break eventually, so they're going to try to get it out of the zone before then. See how this goes. All these corner kicks in the second half have come from this same side. That's a really solid kick, but just going to sneak over the top of the net. Bit of a mom goal there. So this is an unbelievable save by Brennan Bielke. That is a highlight tape reel right there. Certainly one
fully outstretched to save that ball.
And exactly when Prep needs it. Gonna kill the momentum, hopefully gonna work it upfield. If I were Brent Bielke, I just kick this ball as hard as I can downfield and try to get it into their offensive zone, give myself a break.
Yeah, and that was stellar form there.
Big kick, making it over the midfield. Angus McAllister tipping it back towards the St. Albans side. But if I were Prep, St. Albans defender is going to kick it back towards his goal. Goalie can't grab it then, and so he's not going to be able to punt it out of the zone, try to get it back in that Prep zone as quick as possible. Joe Raza grabbing the ball, moving up, sneaks his way past two defenders, going to work his way down to Gavin Ortiz. Doesn't quite have enough power. It's going to stay in, just gets over the line in the Prep half. Nico Jordan taking this throw in. Going to pass it off to Hugh Mullane. Hugh Mullane taking the throw now.
Yeah, look at that U-Penn strength there.
Big toss here. Ball over. Angus McAllister trying to sneak at the ball. The St. Albans defender is coming. Can't quite grab it. Remember, St. Albans working back towards, but nobody's there to answer it. Let's see if Bielke can grab this ball. I think Bielke's going to grab the punch here and try to get it back into the St. Albans zone. Kill this momentum that we've been seeing from them in the past couple minutes.
And Brennan's really running his starting spot right here.
There we go. A little bit of a hanger in the air there. Off the back of the head of a St. Albans player, off of Angus McAllister's foot. It's going to be picked up by Grant Del Rocca, getting a little physical, and St. Albans is going to be awarded a kick because of what looks like some holding call. It's not what Prep wanted to see here, especially with how these defensive players haven't really, they haven't gotten the break that they wanted. A couple substitutions.
Very clear about St. Albans player.
It is a good clear. But Hugh Mullane's there.
He really puts that right back
But
out.
I don't think it's going to stay in. Angus McAllister trying to keep it, unhappy with the way that the St. Albans player treating him there. But he is going to be awarded the throw. It's a great play from him there. Let's see who takes this throw here. Looks like Prep sticking with their own Joe Morales. He's been, Prep's being awarded a kick here for what just transpired. It's a little hard to see from our standpoint, so we got to roll with it. But Prep's moving back. A big kick going to come out here from Joe Morales, trying to work its way towards that back of the net. Curving towards the middle of the field. St. Albans players going to be able to find it, but Nico Jordan can control it, slow it down. Joe Raza grabbing the ball, passing it out to number 19, Hamilton Sattieri. Hamilton Sattieri, Prep losing the ball. Looks like Angus McAllister's going down. Let's see if he can get back up. He's going to stay down here for that one.
We have an injury on the Prep side, number 9, Angus McAllister.
Get up, Gussie. He looks like he's not too hurt, but he's going to stay down, stop the play. We'll see if Prep's awarded a kick or if the ball's going to continue. He's going to get right back up, spring to his feet. There we go. He's leaving number 25 on the St. Albans side hanging. Is that a mistake or is that some bad mouthing from Angus McAllister? We'll have to see. You don't like that? Number 9 from St. Albans is going to work it back to the defense. Angus McAllister looking to get a stop here from their regroup in their half. Number 25, big guy. 2 big guys here. Number 9 on the Prep side, number 25 on the St. Albans side. Really tussling for it back there. See Angus McAllister just grabbing that ball, working it back a little bit. Buddy Brewer fighting for that ball with number 8. Number Jay Augustin getting a stop here with Joe Raza. Buddy Brewer playing on the ground here. Jay Augustin getting up and pushing that ball. 2 players down on the ground. Not quite sure what happened there, but we can't be sure. No call down. It's going to be worked out.
That should be a corner on the right side of St. Albans.
And that's the first time we've seen that in this half from them. And we know that number 11's foot is a little bit better on that far side. So,
and definitely, it's a higher elevation on that right side. He's going to be coming down, which is going to be an advantage for St. Albans.
Yeah, number 10 is actually going to take this corner kick. First one we've seen from him today on the St. Albans side. We'll see how this plays out. Both teams, again, grouping up towards the net rather than choosing to run in. What do you think the reason for that is?
Honestly, I really don't know.
If anything,
right now, everyone's scrambling around. So, a great kick.
St. Albans player gets his head on it, but can't quite get it going in the right way.
Great clear by Prep.
Delaka making it out. St. Albans player picking up. Angus McAllister getting there for the stop. Huge kick from Joe Raza. Looks like the St. Albans kicker is going to be there to collect it, but he can't pick that up. It's outside the box. But he recruits to the middle.
That was a mistake.
He didn't really have a lot of options there as both teams were still moving up. Number 6 going to slam it out. Looks like it's going to be a prep throw. He's just inside.
Just play it back in.
Snubs here from the St. Albans side. Number 22, number 2 coming in for number 4. Looks like number 14, number 7. You're going to take this throw.
Let's see this arm strength.
We'll see how this goes in going with throw here. Both teams pretty fanned out here. See who Humane chooses to throw to. Looking to work it down the line here. Over the heads of the St. Albans defender. He can't quite go out. The Longa moves towards the middle. This looks like it's coming out again. No, Nico Jordan's going to head it. Number 17 can't quite get his foot under it. It's going to be grounded. Let's see if Raza can get back in time to stop number 9. He's going to work out towards the right side of this field here. Work up towards St. Albans player, towards that corner. Number 8 can't quite keep control over it, and he's going to just barely manage to keep it in. Brandon Bielke can grab it right in front of the net before it gets anywhere close to it.
And Brendan is having a great game in the net.
Yeah, he's had a shutout so far, but both teams have remained at either 1 goal or no goal. So both goalies playing great game here. Ronald trying to cross it in. St. Albans goalie barely managed to keep his hands on it. Could have been 6 situations. Angus McAllister was there to pick it up. Choosing, electing to throw this ball. Can't quite make it to his player. Brandon Boyle, pardon me, collects it. Ronald can't, Jay can't control that ball. And it's going to be knocked out towards the St. Albans, for a St. Albans throw, and number 11 picking it up. See, looking for not only his longer throws, Prep really bringing all their players back. It's only Angus McAllister, number 9 on the Prep side, that's up here playing offensively right now. They are choosing to play a lot more defensively, like we mentioned at that night, going into halftime. Or, sorry, coming off that first goal.
And although there still is time, St. Albans has really got to find a way to get some shots on goal.
Big kick towards the middle. That could be really dangerous. Brandon Bielke just getting his hand over it. He kind of pushed that player around. Nobody saw that.
No, that was not a call. That was not.
He had a little physical there, but
that was a play by the goalie. The goalies are protected, and the call will very rarely go against the goalie.
I think number 13 was falling backwards anyways, but Brandon Bielke could have been called either way, but the play is going to continue. Both teams are getting chippy here. I don't think the ref wants to make as many calls because number looks like it's going to be a Prep thrown here right at the midfield line. Jay Augustine taking this throwing. But Prep really not moving too many people in that offensive zone, keeping it towards that half field, keeping all their eggs in their basket. Just working over Angus McAllister and Human Lane number 9 and 8 respectively, all going to I said Hugh McAllister. Are going to run into each other, and Prep's going to lose the ball off that. Number 13, bouncing off the chest, but it's going the wrong way off that. He's going to try to work it back. No, he's quick turn here. Jay Gustin managed to stop him. Look at those strides. He's just miles ahead of his defender. He's got that speed. He's working it up. Let's see. He puts the ball down. If he can work over all the way up, can't quite get there before it hits the line. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick from the St. Albans side. But we're looking at 10-15 minutes left in this half. Around there.
Approximately. Let's see how much that extended time they're going to get.
St. Albans has their back to this wall. We have had a couple stoppages in this half, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few extra minutes on this half. But the clock's running out, and we'll see how this game ends out. It's really been centered around that midfield. That action we saw early in this half has not continued towards the end. It's not as many great opportunities from either team. Great center here. Man's going to manage to tip it over. Brandon Bielke's going to collect just before the St. Albans defender can get there. And it looks like the play's going to slow down a little. Really trying to kill some time right now. Adjusting his gloves, as he should. Big kick coming out the middle here. gets it off the bounce over the heads of the St. Albans defenders. Number 10 on the St. Albans team can get it off the side of his head there. Ronald is there to pick it up. Ronald back to Jay Augustin. Jay Augustin kick Jay Raza looks like he's going to cross across the side. Brandon Boyle is there. Nobody's there to answer it. Let's see if he can censor. Defender can get there just in time. That was almost something from Prep. He's getting knocked out on the Prep side there. Substitution. Free kick here. Sorry, for the St. Albans side. Looks like defender number 6 here is going to take it. First time he's taken one. The goalie is not electing to take it. Really dropping back both teams, but the ball doesn't go too far or too high. Brandon Boyle can't quite get a great touch, but it's going to stay in. Number 9 is going to be able to move it up the sideline here. Pass up to number 8 in front of him. But let's see if he can get there before it crosses in. Ooh, looks like it's going to be kicked out by Joe Morales, stopping it before it gets a chance to get in front of that net.
And there's really nothing else he could do. That was a smart defensive play, clearing that out and letting the defense reset out.
He took a check around him and thought that it'd be better to get his team back with him.
He can really not risk that ball being in play any longer that close to the goal.
But St. Albans has had 5 or 6 corner kicks so far, so one of these might find its way in eventually. Choosing to run in this time rather than the setup. Looks like it's going to be grounded out. A couple headers are going to, but it's barely going to sneak its way out. Kick towards the corner.
That ball was shuffling near that goal.
Not quite sure who tipped it. It looks like the players are moving out. It's going to be a prep ball. Sub for the St. Albans side. Number 7, number 23 moving in. Number 17, 25. Will Parsons moving for Angus McAllister.
3 center backs. You, Jack, and Thomas. Hey, keep us compact. Keep us tight.
What time is half start? Throwing for the St. Albans side here towards that prep corner. Number 23 electing to take the ball. Short one back to his own player, number 8. Nico Jordan's right on him. They're going to manage to center it. Number 9 grabbing the ball. Let's see if he can get that turn. Can't quite turn, but number 8's going to collect the ball with a look at the goal. Nico Jordan's right on him. Brandon Boyle switching off to stop the ball. Going to try to work it up the sideline for Prep now. That's off the St. Albans player. I think that's going to work its way out. Never mind, that's off a Prep player. And they're throwing for the St. Albans side. Prep really looking to hunker down and stop this ball. If you're Coach Danville, what's your thoughts here going into these last couple minutes?
Yeah, if I were coach here, I would definitely say be smart. Not only stay patient with it, but get that ball out of your side.
You know, the whole team has gotten prepped to this position, so it's not the time to be selfish and look for a play. It's really the time to just play by the book and try to end out this game clean.
Yeah, I agree. Once they get that ball on the St. Albans side for their possession, they really got to be patient and run down the clock.
Big kick over the net. Brandon Bielke is going to get a great look here to get the ball out of the prep zone. It's been in there for about a minute, so not what you want to see, but we'll have to see how it continues. Brandon Bielke, big kick. Prep really just holding their team close. Ronald is going to lose the ball going out. But actually he's going to get a tip from the St. Albans player, and Jay Augustin's going to get to throw towards the St. Albans goal. But they're going to choose to keep it low, keep it close to one of their own players. But put that ball for get a shot, good shot off. That couldn't hurt. Really, time's going to win Prep this game. Brandon Bielke's going to manage to collect a kick here, choosing not to pick it up. St. Albans players are going to have to, he's killing time by waiting to pick it up. Really smart move from Brandon Bielke there. He's going to manage to kick it, probably his longest kick today, just all the way to the other keeper. if the prep play had just been a little bit further up. Looks like big kick here from the St. Albans. A little bit of hesitation there from their keeper. Really not what they need right now. They need fluidity. Looks like Joe Rocca moving it up just off the chest of a St. Albans player, and they're going to be able to move it back out. But let's see if that can stay in. St. Albans with a really dangerous try right here. Let's see how that works out. Throwing a couple of their players down. Quinn McBride's going to put that up in the air. Perhaps going to try to control it here. It looks like Will Parsons is going to sneak it down to Ronald. Ronald a little bit off his edges. Can't quite get there, but he can. He's moving down, moving faster. Let's see if he can center it. Ooh, that might be a corner kick from the prep side here.
Yes, Marianne. What? Hey, we got it. Come on.
Both players fall over here. That could be a free kick for the St. Albans side. I think Ronald lost his edges there. Could be a corner kick, actually.
Corner.
No call here on the field right now. It's a really looking for a foul. Foul or goal. Either one would have put the ball in a dot at the same spot. But it looks like Zach Grant Rocca taking the corner kick for prep here. If they can get a good try here, that would really put the nail in the coffin in this game. But as we've seen, both teams have been unsuccessful on the corner kicks. But we have not seen as many from the prep side. High and far than that. Ian Lane's going to collect the ball towards the back, center it back out for another try. Quinn McBride getting his head on it, but not going the right way. With Parsons, can't quite get enough power on the ball to see past the goalie. Goalie going for a really quick one. Brandon Boyle stopping the ball in midfield, but the St. Albans players can collect it, work it out towards the side. They need to keep this in if they have any hope of scoring right now. Just managing to keep it in, but that looks like it's going to be a goal kick unless the St. Albans player get there, which he does. I have a car in the parking lot, but that is going to be a free throw from the St. Albans right towards that corner. If you can see the desperation from the St. Albans side right now, they're really trying to work something out. If they know that clock is running down.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Tim. St. Albans looks like they're getting a little hasty with their ball movement. They're really trying to push to get that ball in the goal. They need a score here. The clock is winding down.
Let's see here. They're going to elect to get a big toss, but nothing comes out of it. It's going to walk its way right back down. Same spot, a little bit further down the field from the prep goal. Big toss in here from the middle again. Really looking for just a break of some sort, but they're almost a full bicycle coming in from one of the players. Looks like it's going out on the St. Albans end, or prep end, but they're grabbing that, trying to give it to the prep goalkeeper as quickly as possible, force him to make a quick play. Once again, Brendan Dale's just got to kick this as hard and far as he can, buy his team as much time. It's going to hang in the air for a while. Header, keep it up in the air. Another header. St. Albans, Grant Rocca is going to be able to collect it, but it's going to bounce up St. Albans player out of bounds. Thrown for prep side. They're not moving too many of their players up right now. They're really keeping 4 or 5 of their players back in that defensive half, just in case a ball bounces towards their half. Looks like it's going to be lost. No, it just stays in the premises. So Joe Augustin is going to be able to throw right here, working its way down the sideline. St. Albans player knocking it back towards Joe Augustin, scrapping for that ball right there, but it's going to be knocked out once again, this time by a prep player. Really quick thrown here, working its way on the sideline, but the ball is just surrounded by prep defenders right now. Nothing come out of this. Looks like a prep kick of some sort is going to come out. Not sure what that call was. St. Albans are not happy about that, as that was one of their last breaks that they're going to get in this game. Really taking his time there, Ben Blucky. Injured here, him out of net. Sliding with that, losing his footing, but it's sneaking past all the defenders, almost down to that St. Albans goal line, kicking out. That's not going to quite be a corner kick, but it's throwing from that same spot. So really interesting choice there from that St. Albans defender to knock that ball out rather than try to work it back out, because this time you might even want to take a couple of risks to get it down in that flip end. Can't quite see. Will Parsons taking this throw. Sorry. Big throw from not a big guy, which is surprising. It was up there, but the defenders aren't going to be taking as many of the throws anymore. because they want to be keeping as many of their defenders back in our own half as we can. So some of these kids who don't take as many throws are going to have to be stepping up. I can't give an exact time check, but like I said, it is winding down now. We're approaching 3 o'clock, which is about an hour and a half after kickoff. Looks like it's going to be a good pick to see outside. Can't quite see it out, but not a lot of action in the prep half, which is what they're looking for. Really speeding up this kick, which is going to give St. Albans a little less time to get in position, which is what prep's looking for. The prep is playing back anyways, so Quinn McBride's going to grab it at half, cross it over to Brennan Boyle. He's got some space here, a little bit of time to calm it down. He's going to run it towards that corner there, try to see what he can do, maybe kill a little bit of time. Corner kick here, that's surprising. Sorry, goal kick coming out here for the St. Albans side. Great choice from Boyle there, try to kill as much time as he can, shielding that ball in the corner, but it's going to get knocked off his foot for a St. Albans goal kick. Really just looking to pound this one down the prep side. That's going to be a header from Will Parsons. Will Parsons knocking it up. And that's game. That's going to be a 1-0 prep victory. Really the underdogs here, but a great effort from both teams. Prep just managed to find a goal in the first half, and that's a really great victory from Prep and a great goal from Ronald. Zach, any thoughts on this game?
You know, I think Prep did play well. It was a hard-fought victory, to say the least. But I think Prep was smart with the ball, especially in that second half. They really turned it around from that first, and that's what gave them the victory.
That was a fantastic game to watch. Both teams were chippy there halfway through. A couple of injuries, but relatively clean. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the players think about that one. But Prep's going to be really happy coming off this win. Zach, I think we should sign off. It's been great. Great game, great day. There we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in to any other sports match in the next coming weeks. I think next weekend is we got another soccer match. We've got some more sports coming up, especially after that spring break. We're really looking to get out here some more. So yes, really excited going forward for some more sports matches. Zach, maybe we'll catch you out here again sometime. It was a pleasure, Tim. It was great.
Thank you.